What's up, everybody? So I basically want to, because I have a couple videos that are, really making a lot of views, and they're basically saying don't use Ditto. It's just talking shit about Ditto, distribution, music distribution, and I basically, if you got to watch all my videos, about that topic, and look at, my train of thought, until this video, and it's not, until right now, it's like I don't even get it at all, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still learning, but my point is, I'm gonna try to like just blurt out all the that I know about all this you know what I mean? So it's topic, so it's like, you know I'm gonna try to hit it right, keep hit it right and keep it tight, so I basically said, and one reason why I say that, and it's kind of why I kind of stand by, not, I wouldn't put my on Ditto, is because they do have on Google Better Business Bureau complaints, so they're, they have that going for them. I do like the folks that made that whole thing, but they're and they're trying to start this whole big distribution thing. So I'm just like, I don't know. So it's like, DistroKid, maybe it's like more stable, it's like the biggest one, or it's like the most popular one, I don't know, it's the most tethered one, I don't know. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use that, whatever. And like, I think it was like my boy Luda, he was on distro. So I was like, all right, whatever, right? So I was, at one point I was just like, I'm gonna use YouTube, just YouTube. But come to find out is, yes, you can, but if you really want to do a big boy, if you really want to make money, because it's 90% business and 10% music, because you got to get your royalties, and you have to have your masters. Don't let nobody, like, this is why I wouldn't record in another studio until I have my contracts like ironclad, to the point where they can't take shit from me, and they have to like give all my data back, all my, is it metadata? I don't know, but anyways, it's pretty dope. But my point is, you have to have your masters, you have to have your royalties, and you have to own. And this is, I'm getting into like kind of reasons why maybe like people aren't getting paid by Ditto, and this can happen to a lot of distributors. But I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, there's too many factors, but my point is like, you have to have your like shit together to get paid. You have to have your instrumentals, you have to have exclusive rights, excuse me. Like, I'm adamant about having your exclusives on anything, like, even on a feature. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna do features, honestly, because I have to have my man. It's like 50-50. I don't know, man. It's gonna be like, because I need my money, man. I need 100% of my money. Like, if I'm gonna have you on a feature, or if I'm a feature on your shit, like, I'm gonna either like need like it all up front, like I'm gonna need like a you know what I'm saying, like, point where it's like big type, like, or it's 50-50, like, from that money that like the track makes. And you can split that on DistroKid. I use DistroKid, but I'm sure you can do that on Ditto. I don't know, but my point is, maybe artists that don't, that weren't getting paid by Ditto, maybe they didn't have their instrumentals, maybe it's samples, or I don't know, what have you. Like, there's too many factors that can go into it. Like, maybe their lyrics, maybe the way they distributed or promoted, I'm sorry, their song wasn't like, it's kind of like more pay-per-view type. I don't know, maybe that can seem to a distributor kind of like a fake streaming service. It's just too much shit, you know what I mean? So if you're gonna promote your stuff, for instance, like put it on Taboola or something, and then have it go directly to your Spotify page, like your page, not your profile, not like a song specifically, and then have the person pick the song. That way it looks more organic, not like. So my point is, you got to have all this shit together. Like maybe these are reasons why people aren't getting paid by Ditto, and so they have too many Google Better Business Bureau complaints. This is why I didn't, sign up with them. And like I said, I paid damn near. I'm on my second, I think, year, but I stopped paying them. But I got 1 year. Both of them. DistroKid and Ditto, but I'm still using DistroKid, but I'm not tripping. It's a learning progress. It's a learning progress. But I damn sure didn't upload anything before I learned the 90% business before the 10% music, and the rest of the business is this. You need to have, like I said, your own instrumental, have your own exclusive rights. Keep your files together, your contracts, everything. So like, you know what I mean? Like later. Not when you distribute it on any distributor, right? Like if you have all your shit together, like it doesn't matter if it's DistroKid or Ditto or CD Baby or anything. Like you can't just use YouTube because you need a SICRC or something like that, right? You need the code to register your song, and this is where the 90% business comes. It's not just making music and you're just putting it out willy-nilly, right? You can't just do that. You got to get paid, you know what I mean? So you got to make sure you have a PRO, which is a public rights organization, and you got to make sure to have a publishing administrator. So you need a BMI. I use BMI over ASCAP. Just my choice. And I use Songtrust, so I need BMI because if you have CD Baby, you have like the you got to look into it, like, because you need all of these, but CD Baby has one of them, so it's like if you use one, so it's like, you know what I mean? So like my point is, I use BMI, which is my PRO, public rights organization, and then I use Songtrust as my publishing administrator, which is when somebody performs in like the future, if my shit's hella famous and they're performing like like at weddings or whatever, like it's like on recorded, like in the World Wide Web in the future is going to be way, so it's pretty dope. So it's like you get royalties for anything, you know what I mean? Or digitally, more like Songtrust is more like in the digitals of the whole, like before it was like more like performing, like I don't know how they, it's crazy, all the royalties and everything, how you get paid, right? This is important because it's 90% business, 10% music. So you have your BMI, PRO, then you have your Songtrust, your publishing administrator, then I don't want to forget, then you need BMI, Songtrust, then you need Sound Exchange, that's even more digitalized, right, in like the fucking nooks and crannies of the whole World Wide Web. And then now in the future they got NFTs in the Web3, so it's like, this shit's gonna be even more, it's gonna be better for us, because like shit's been hitting the fan for artists, and like how we've been getting paid and treated differently, and like like trash basically by the music industry. Like now it's like it's gonna be, so we gotta learn, so BMI, Songtrust, and Sound Exchange, right? And then you got to register with all these, right? But before, like, first you distribute it on, and then it's like your distributor, whatever you choose, right? CD Baby, Ditto, DistroKid, I don't care what you use. Anything that gives you a code, the codes, you need the codes, the ICRC or something like that, right? So you need all these codes to register them with your PROs and your publishing administrators, like BMI, Songtrust, and Sound Exchange. And then you have your DistroKid, which is what I use to distribute my shit, right? And then they give you the codes, and then in the future, if you got the Lucci, if you got the money, good for you. Oh, you got money. No, but anyways, my point is like, I'm gonna get into like all the stuff that you need to invest in. But my point is, you have to get the copyrights. But copywriting, to all your logos and like beats and like not beats, but because you have the exclusive, but your finalized product, right? Because you produced it yourself, you own the master of it, like the master file, that's what that means, I believe. And then you have all your royalties because you're up the wazoo, registered and ready to go, right? So you're like, so let's get into what I believe are So that's like, I think, like, because I'm a work in progress still, like in the future I'm gonna learn more. So, you know, like for instance, in the future, like when you start making money, then that's when, like, you know, you get your copyrights for all your songs. So like motherfuckers don't be like, yeah, this my shit right here. Or like, you know, you can hold up in court when, you know, somebody like tries to copy your shit in the future, right? And then when you start making luchi, you start making money off your music, and you start going out there and doing your thug dizzle, then that's when you know, you get your LLC first, you know what I mean? So you can do like Luis Arturo Mingura, that's my name, and then I'm gonna do Mingura Records, right? So I think it'll be Luis Arturo Mingura, and then doing business as Mingura Records, because of like taxes and all that, right? I believe you can do that, or you can do Mingura Records LLC. But you know, you got to do taxes on that, and you know, so it's like figure shit out. So it's like that's a whole nother like bracket, you know, that's a whole nother subject right then and there. But this is all important because, like I said, it's 90% business and 10% music. Especially if you got like a little rap bravado like I do. You got to check out my Spotify, by the way. I got 2 songs out as of now. By the way, it's always like, it's weird, my now is always your now. But as of now, when I'm making this video, I have Chakra See the Light and Family Ties out, little rap bravado for your boy. But yeah, man, so that's basically kind of it. You know, you have to just invest in a whole bunch of like you got to get your laptop, you know, you got to get your Final Cut, no, not Final Cuts for videos. You got to get your Logic, you know, you got to get your WAV files, you know. Check out this video on YouTube. I think it was like Teo, the YouTube channel. 5 things I think it was on how to like what to do before, like, you know, on Logic, you know, just to like you know, master it, you know. You got to do all that, you know, and then, you know, you put it out and then you're good to go, you know. So yeah, man, that's pretty much basically it. And then you know, it's just, you know, just keep learning in the future. Deuce. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. If I am, man, I'm probably just make another video about like a little short so you learn about, you know, just topics of just, you know what I mean, just talk a little more shit about more shit. But yeah, dude.